Lesson 3.3 Models. The following models will help with the understanding of operations on integers. We can use a couple of different models. There are two opposites models. One would be to use colored chips. You can use checkers or anything that you can substitute in for colored chips. You can either draw them. You could use two different colors of dried beans. Cut up squares of two different colors of pieces of paper, things like that. We have two colors. You assign one color to be negative and the other to be positive. So I'll say that the white is positive and the red is negative. One positive and one negative cancel each other out and results in a 0. So like this. If there's a set of positives and negatives, you cancel out all the pairs of positive and negative and you count up whatever's left. So here I have a set of positives and negatives. Remember, the whites are positive and the reds are negative, and one of each will cancel each other out. So we can go through and cancel, and you can see that I have two reds left, which means there are two negatives left, which means the answer to this would be -2. We can also use another model. We can draw pluses and minuses. And just like with colored chips or pieces of paper, one plus and one minus will cancel each other out. So if we have a collection of pluses and minuses, matching pairs will cancel each other out and you count up what's left. So here I have a collection of pluses and minuses, and every plus and will cancel with one minus. So you just go through, and it doesn't matter which plus goes with which minus, but once you're done, we count whatever's left, and I have 5 pluses left, so that's 5 positives, so we have +5. Another model that we can use is called a number line. Positives move to the right and negatives move to the left. So we can use the number line to model these. So again, positive moves to the right, negative moves to the left, and each number on the number line corresponds to a space. You count the number of spaces moving left or right, equivalent to the integer that's being represented. So if you have a positive integer, you move to the right. If you have a negative integer, you move to the left. So for example, if we want to represent -3, we'd start at 0 and we move 3 spaces to the left, giving us -3. If we want to represent 7, we start at 0 and we move 7 spaces to the right, giving us a +7. If we want to use the number line to see what we have after we combine two numbers, -3 and +7, we start at the first number and we move that many spaces left or right. So I want to move 3 spaces to the left because I have a -3. Then wherever I land, I move the number of spaces for the next number. So if it's negative, I keep moving to the left. If it's positive, I start moving to the right. So since I have a +7, I move 7 spaces to the right, and that lands me on 4. So -3 and +7 combined will give us a +4.